Hello students, in this video we will study the first chapter of mathematics, that is rational numbers. Now before going to rational numbers, let us revise some of the basic things such as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and then we will move to rational numbers. So first we will discuss about natural numbers. Now everybody must be knowing from where does natural numbers starts. It starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, and since it is infinite, so we can write it as in the end n, because it is infinite, there is no ending, so it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, all positive numbers from 1. Since it is infinite, so here we are writing n, and it is denoted by capital N. Next is whole number. Whole number, students, starts from 0, and the rest of the thing is included in natural number, and since it is also infinite, we can write it as n, and it is denoted as capital W. Whole numbers starts only one thing, see here 0 is added, and the rest of the thing is natural number. That means natural numbers belongs to whole numbers. Only one thing is there, one number is added, that is 0. So natural number starts from 1 and whole number starts from 0. Next is integers. Now what are integers? Students, integers include 0, positive numbers, and also negative numbers. So here also they are infinite, so we can write it as this. So here see, integers include 0, which is neither positive nor negative. So 0, all positive numbers, means here whole numbers are included plus negative numbers. So integers include 0, positive numbers, as well as negative numbers. Next we will move to rational numbers, which is the main part of this chapter. So next is rational numbers. Student, what are rational? It is not something different. It is in part of this integers, rational numbers. Integers are included in rational numbers. Only the thing is, the integers are expressed in P upon Q form. P is the numerator, Q is the denominator, and Q, the denominator, should never be equal to 0. If it is 0, then it is not a rational number. All the integers can be expressed in P upon Q form. For example, if I say 2, I can write 2 as 2 upon 1. Even 0 upon 2 is a rational number, but 2 upon 0 is not a rational number. So in rational numbers, the denominator should not be equal to 0, and integers, for example, minus 3 upon 5, this is a rational number. This is a rational number. Now rational numbers, many students say they are fractions, like a fraction. Fraction means, for example, if I say 1 upon 4, it is a fraction. 2 upon 3, it is a fraction. So fractions are included in rational numbers, but the only difference between a fraction and a rational number, what is the difference between a fraction and a rational number? Fractions are positives and rational numbers are positive also and negative also. 1 minus 1 upon 4, it is a rational number, but it is not a fraction. So rational numbers are expressed in the form of fraction, but it can be positive also and negative also. And the only thing you must keep it in mind, that denominator should never be equal to 0. Yes, numerator can be 0. For example, 0 upon 2. This is a rational number. But this is 2 upon 0 is not a rational number, because here see, the denominator is 0. So in rational numbers, the denominator should not be equal to 0. So all integers, see here integers, it can be expressed in the form of rational number. Only the thing is 4. See here 4. I can write 4 as 4 upon 1. Minus 2. Minus 2 upon 1. So it is a rational number. So what are rational numbers? The numbers which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, where Q should not be equal to 0 and P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers. For example, minus 3 upon 5. Minus 3 is an integer, 5 is an integer. If I say 4 upon 7, 4 is an integer, 7 is an integer. Minus 2 upon 3. Minus 2 is an integer, 3 is an integer. So what is the definition of rational numbers? That this P upon Q form, in which denominator should not be equal to 0 and numerator and denominator, P and Q, both should be integers. If I say 0 upon 5, yes, this is a rational number. 0 is an integer, 5 is an integer. But if I say 5 upon 0, then no, it is not a rational number. Why? Why, students? Because denominator is 0. So this you keep it in mind. What are rational numbers? What are integers? What are whole numbers? And natural numbers. Natural numbers belongs to whole numbers. Whole numbers belongs to integers and integers belongs to rational numbers. Now further we will study how to draw rational numbers on a number line. So students, let us study how to draw rational number, how to draw rational numbers on a number line, how to plot it. First we will study how to plot integers on a number line. Everybody knows it. This is 0. Right hand side all positive numbers and left hand side all negative numbers. This is a number line. This is very easy to draw integers on a number line. But if I say we have to draw rational numbers which are in the form of P upon Q, rational numbers, here they are integers which we can easily draw on a number line. But this is P upon Q, where Q should not be equal to 0. Now how to draw rational numbers on a number line? Be careful, this is very easy. Only the thing is, basic thing you should keep it in mind. Now how to draw? I will give you one example. For example, 2 upon 3 and minus 4 upon minus 1 upon 3. Okay. These two numbers we have to plot on this number line. Students, be careful. When you are writing the numbers on the writing the rational numbers on the number line, always keep it in mind the denominator. If I say 2 upon 3, the denominator is 3. If I say 3 upon 4, the denominator is 4. minus 5 upon 4. The denominator is 4. So keep it in mind, the denominator. Here the denominator is 3. So we will divide each from 0 to 1, we will divide into 3 parts. For example, see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See, 3 parts. We have divided this into 3 parts because the denominator is 3. The same way here we will do. Here how many are there? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same way left hand side. 1, 2, 3. Here 3 is there. So minus 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why 3? Why we are dividing this into 3 parts? Because the denominator is 3. Here denominator is 4. So I have divided this into 4 parts. Here also left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this much have you understood? That while plotting the rational numbers, you have to keep the denominator in your mind, and according to the denominator, you have to divide this into that many parts. Here denominator is 3, so I have divided into 3 parts. Here denominator is 4, so I have divided into 4 parts. Now we will plot the point. How to plot the point? See here, 2 upon 3 they are saying, 2 upon 3. So see here, 1 upon 3 and this is 2 upon 3. So the point is here. If this point is A, we will write here A. Minus 1 upon 3. So minus 1 upon 3 is here. This is minus 1 upon 3. So it will come here. If this point is B, we will write here B. If I say minus 7 upon 3. So if I say 3, 2 upon 3. Plot this point here. How we will plot? We know already, how to multiply. This is the quotient. Multiply here, add here. So 3 3s are 9 plus 2 11. Answer is 11 upon 3. Now you can easily plot on the number line. So students, whenever they are giving you mixed fraction, first convert it into improper fraction and then plot it on the number line. Here minus 7 upon 3. Now where minus 7 upon 3 will come? See here. Minus 1 upon 3, minus 2 upon 3, minus 3 upon 3, minus 4 upon 3, minus 5 upon 3, minus 6 upon 3. Here it will come minus 7 upon 3. Point C. And if this is point P, 11 upon 3. Now where 11 upon 3 will be plotted? See here. 1 upon 3, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 5 upon 3, 6 upon 3, 7 upon 3, 8 upon 3, 9 upon 3, 10 upon 3, and this is 11 upon 3. Student, this is very easy. Only the thing is, first thing you will keep it in mind, denominator. What you will keep it in mind? Denominator. According to the denominator, you will divide into that many parts. That is the first step. Second step, you will see whether it is proper fraction or mixed fraction or not. If it is mixed fraction, first you will convert it into improper fraction this way. This way you will convert it into improper fraction, and then you can easily plot. Now here you just, this is point Q and this is point R. Come on, let us plot these points. Minus 3 upon 4. Now where does minus part will go? Left hand side. First we will see this negative part. So it will go this side. So minus 1 upon 4 minus 2 upon 4. This is minus 3 upon 4 cube. This is minus 3 upon 4. Minus 5 upon 4. Minus 4 upon 4. Minus 5 upon 4. This is R here. Minus 5 upon 4. Okay, one more I will give you here. 2, 3 upon 4. So this is in which form? This is in which form? This is in mixed fraction. So first you will convert it into improper fraction. How you will convert? You will multiply these two and you will add this. So 2 4s are 8 plus 3, 11 upon 4. Now you can easily plot it on the number line. Okay, so 11 upon 4 is 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 6 upon 4, 7 upon 4, 8 upon 4, 9 upon 4, 10 upon 4, 11 upon 4. This is point A. Here it is 11 upon 4. So this way you will plot the rational numbers on the number line. It is very easy, nothing to worry. Only the thing is, first you will see the denominator, then you will divide into that many parts, and then you will plot the points, whether on the right side or on the left hand side, depend upon the sign. Positive will come on the right hand side, negative will come on the left hand side. And one more thing, what you will keep it in mind, whether it is mixed fraction. If it is mixed fraction, then first you will convert it into improper fraction. Okay, students. Now students, we will solve practice set 1.1, which is on page number 2. See. Question number 1. Show the following numbers on a number line. Following numbers on a number line. We will draw. We will solve two sums. Other sums you will do it. See the first sum. First sum, if you will see, all the numbers are rational numbers. Sorry. All the numbers are rational numbers. And the denominators are 2, 2 and 2. That means you will divide the number line into every part into 2. Okay, let us draw first question number 1. First sum. What are the numbers? 3 upon 2, 5 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2. Okay, so we will draw it. Now students, what I told you, you will take care of the denominator. 2 is there, so we will divide into 2 parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This side also same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So here see, every part is divided into 2. Why? Because the denominator is 2. Now we will plot the points. 3 upon 2. So 3 upon 2, the point will come here. 1 upon 2, 2 upon 2 and 3 upon 2. So this is 3 upon 2. Okay. Next is 5 upon 2. 4 upon 2, 5 upon 2. This is 5 upon 2. Okay. Next is minus 3 upon 2. So now we will move to left hand side. Minus 1 upon 2, minus 2 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2. So this is minus 3 upon 2. So this is the way you will solve question number 1. And you will keep it in mind about the denominator. Now here see students, the denominator is 5, so you will divide into 5 parts and then you will plot the point. So this way you will do question number 1. Now we will move to question number 2. Now what is question number 2? Observe the number line. See, the number line is given and you have to answer the question. Which number is indicated by point B? Question number 2, first sum. Now students, first we will see in how many parts it is divided. Then we can write the fraction. See, it is divided into, see, this is 0 now. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means your fraction's denominator will be 4. So it will be 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 4. This way now you will see. Because you got what will be the denominator. How you got it? By counting the number of divisions. See here, the number of division is 4. So denominator will be 4. Now see, what will be the coordinate of B? Minus 1 upon 4, minus 2 upon 4, minus 3 upon 4, minus 4 upon 4, minus 5 upon 4, minus 6 upon 4, minus 7 upon 4, minus 8 upon 4, minus 9 upon 4, and this is minus 10 upon 4. So what is the, which number is indicated by point B? Minus 10 upon 4 is indicated by point B. How you got 4? It is very easy. Just count the number of divisions. You will get the denominator. And then you just go on writing 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4. If it is on left hand side, minus 1 upon 4, minus 2 upon 4. Next number. Now see next number. Be careful. Which point indicates the number 1, 3 upon 4? Now student, this is which type of number? Fraction. This is mixed fraction. First we will convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So what is the rule? We are multiplying these two and then adding the numerator. So 1 into 4 plus 3. 7 upon 4. Now this 7 upon 4 we will see on the number line. Right hand side because it is positive. 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 6 upon 4, 7 upon 4. So this is the point indicating 7 upon 4. So point C, what is the answer of question number 2? Point C indicates 7 upon 4, which is nothing but 1, 3 upon 4. Okay students, next is question number 3. State whether the statement the point D denotes the number 5 upon 2 is true or false. First we will see what is the, directly don't say कि denominator में 2 है और यहाँ पे denominator में 4 आना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं, पहले हम D का कोऑर्डिनेट फाइंड आउट करेंगे और हो सकता है वो रिड्यूस हो, तो पहले डिनोमिनेटर का D का कोऑर्डिनेट फाइंड आउट करेंगे, फिर देखेंगे उसका आंसर 5/2 आता है या नहीं. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, 9/4 और D का क्या है कोऑर्डिनेट? 10/4. तो हमको पॉइंट D का कोऑर्डिनेट क्या मिला? 10/4. अभी हम अगर इसको रिड्यूस करेंगे तो हमको आंसर आएगा 5/2. तो स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. तो इमीडिएटली जल्दी जल्दी में रॉन्ग नहीं लिखना कि अरे यहाँ पे तो 4 पार्ट में है और यहाँ डिनोमिनेटर 2 पार्ट में है. नहीं, पहले आप कोऑर्डिनेट फाइंड आउट करो. हो सकता है आगे चल के वो रिड्यूस हो, तो पहले तो आप उस पॉइंट का कोऑर्डिनेट फाइंड आउट करो और उसके बाद उसे रिड्यूस करो. So is this clear? Practice set 1.1. This is very easy. How to plot rational numbers on the number line. Only the thing is, you have to keep the denominator in your mind, and accordingly you will divide into that many parts. Okay, students? So this practice set 1.1 you just complete, and first you will write the basic thing in your notebook. What are natural numbers? What are whole numbers? Don't write definition, only the numbers. First this you will copy in your notebook, and then you will start directly with practice set 1.1. First you will complete this. Only the thing is, rational numbers you will write P upon Q form. Q should not be equal to 0, and 2-3 examples of rational numbers. Okay, students, just go through the video and understand the first part of this chapter. Thank you.